So 2012 is here, and for some people, it brings up a lot of fear, anxiety, and uncertainty, and they don't really know what to expect for the upcoming year. While for others, like myself, it's a time of excitement, expectancy, and a feeling of infinite possibilities. And so the question becomes, where do you stand for 2012? Are you full of fear and anxiety? Or are you filled with expectancy and optimism? Well, as mentioned, I happen to be full of optimism because despite what I see in the media, my personal belief is that there's never been a better time to be alive than right now. Now, without question, this country and the world has lots of challenges. We see them everywhere. The economy, civil unrest, and there's all sorts of evidence to say that the world is possibly heading in the wrong direction. But I believe if you look a little deeper, that there's a lot of reasons to be excited about the future. And so what I want to do is share some information that has supported me in coming to this understanding of why I'm excited about the future. And I just want to inspire you to be open to the possibility that 2012 could be your best year ever, despite what the economy is doing. And so for the last 15 or so years, I've been involved in personal development workshops and seminars and hosting a radio program and writing books designed specifically to empower men to reach their full potential. And what I am committed to is educating, motivating, and inspiring men, because with all the challenges facing our world today, I think the one challenge that no one's talking about is the challenge of redefining masculinity. Because it is my fervent belief that that is one of the greatest challenges we have. And until we redefine masculinity, until we create a new paradigm of masculinity, I think it's going to be difficult for us to fully embrace the potential that we have as a country. And so that's my commitment. That's what I'm committed to doing. Bringing in this new paradigm of masculinity, or what I'm calling my new revolution. And in this revolution, what I'm simply doing is empowering men to recognize that the roles of men are changing very rapidly. And we have to be willing to adjust to those changing roles. And so if you're one of the people that are filled with fear about 2012, I just want to share 3 things that I think every person has to do if they want to make 2012 their best year ever. This doesn't matter if you're male or female. But I want you to think about these 3 things. The first thing I think every person needs to do if they want 2012 to be their best year ever is we have to make a commitment to our own personal growth and transformation. And what I mean by that is I believe that every human being has the capacity to do, to be, to have anything their heart desires. But unfortunately, we live in a culture and society that conditions us to always look outside of ourselves for happiness and fulfillment and things like that. And it isn't until we look inside of ourselves that we can truly become happy. And so investing in your personal growth and transformation means you become willing to read books and attend seminars and listen to programs that will help you reshape your current mental belief systems. Because in order to change your life, you have to change your beliefs. And so I think if 2012 is going to be your best year ever, you have to be willing to look at what are the beliefs that I'm holding on to that may be keeping me from having 2012 be my best year ever. You see, we have a lot of erroneous beliefs about ourselves. Beliefs like, I'm not enough, or I don't have a college degree, or maybe I'm the wrong race, or there's all sorts of belief systems that we create that will keep us trapped. But if we're really wanting to live life to its fullest, we have to blow up those beliefs and say, maybe it's time for me to create some new beliefs about myself. And so those beliefs may be, I'm worthy and capable of anything life has to bring to me. It might be that I am powerful and fearless, or I'm intelligent and loving. These are new belief systems that we have to be willing to incorporate into our own minds and hearts in order to live the best 2012 ever. So you have to be willing to do something new and different, because someone said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, don't be insane. Don't do the same thing over and over. Do something different. And that something different might be checking out my radio program or listening to some of the podcasts on this website. But just make a commitment to your own personal growth and transformation. And in doing so, I believe you will lay the foundation for creating an extraordinary life in 2012. The next thing I think we have to do is we must nurture our relationships. And I know from a male perspective, that's a really difficult thing to do. Because most of us as men, we're taught that our job as men is to provide and protect. And a lot of us don't know how to nurture and connect. And so I think a really important aspect of our lives is to learn how to do that. How to connect with others, especially in our intimate relationships. And in order to do that, we have to do number one, which is to invest in our own personal growth, because we have to gain an understanding of ourselves first before we can enter into a relationship with someone else. And so that's the key to great relationships, is first and foremost having a relationship with yourself. So that's the second thing I think we need to do if we're going to make 2012 our best year ever. And the last thing that I think we need to do, and most importantly, well, maybe not most importantly, but definitely high on the list, is we have to turn off the media. You see, the media's job is to show you everything that's wrong with the world. The media's job is to showcase all the dysfunction in the world. Now, obviously, it's important to keep up with some of the news and some of the events that are going on, just to keep up with life. But I say that the overwhelming majority of the stuff we see throughout the media negatively impacts our thinking and belief systems. And so we have to be willing to break free from that. Breaking free from the societal and cultural conditioning that's going to keep us trapped and stuck in old ways of being and behaving. So my invitation to you is that if you're really wanting to make 2012 your best year ever, turn the television off. Lose yourself in some great books. Lose yourself in some great audio programs that feed and nurture your mind. Don't believe the hype of the negative media. Know that despite all the negative things you see in the media, there are a lot more things that are right with this world than are wrong. So you just have to be willing to be open-minded enough to see them and to find them. And so those are three simple things, and actually they're simple but not easy. Very difficult things to do, but I can assure you that if you will make the commitment this year to invest in your own personal transformation, nurture great relationships, and don't buy into the negative media, you lay the foundation for creating your best life ever. So give me a comment on the bottom. Let me know what you think about this content, because that's what it's here for. It's here to get your feedback and to inspire you and to challenge you. And if you have some objections, I want to hear those too. So this is going to be a series of commentary and dialogue that I'm going to have with you to support you in living an extraordinary life. But it's up to you to participate. So I hope you'll do that. Thanks for listening.